And what she said was this.
Jesus, your friend Lazarus, he's dying. Come quickly, please.
We gotta go. Whoa. It's cool. We got some time. Come back. We're chilling. So, like I was saying.
Jesus! If you would have been here sooner, he would have lived.
He's not dead. He lives.
No, he's been dead for 4 days. He stinks.
Well, you know what they say. He who smelt it, dealt it.
Whoa. I said he's not dead.
Okay, so maybe that's not the best video in the world, but that's the event from the life of Jesus we're talking about today. Jesus raising Lazarus from the dead. Now, here's something that you need to know. Lazarus wasn't just some random person in the Bible. Jesus, Lazarus, and Lazarus' two sisters, Mary and Martha, were good friends. And when Lazarus got sick, Mary and Martha sent for Jesus. But Jesus didn't come right away. As a matter of fact, look what Jesus says in John 11:4. When he heard this, Jesus said, "This sickness will not end in death. No, it is for God's glory, so that God's Son may be glorified through it." Now, to me, this seems kind of strange. I know if one of my best friends was dying, I'd drop everything and rush to see them and be with their family. So was Jesus being mean? Was he just being cold-hearted? Of course not. Jesus knew that God could take this horrible, sad circumstance and do good with it. And Jesus knew it was bad. He knew Mary and Martha and all of Lazarus' friends were sad. Jesus himself was sad. In John 11:35, it said that Jesus cried. He cried because this was a sad situation. One of his good friends had just died. It's very clear that Jesus was upset. But it's also clear that Jesus knew God was in control. He trusted God so much to make this bad situation good that he didn't really even rush to where Lazarus was. Jesus actually waited, and when he arrived, Lazarus had been in the tomb for 4 days. Lazarus' sisters, Mary and Martha, are so upset they both kind of get on Jesus' case, basically telling him that if he'd have shown up sooner, that their brother, Jesus' friend, well, he'd probably still be alive. But again, Jesus knew God could take this bad situation and turn it to good. And of course, God does. Jesus walks over to the tomb and he tells him to open it up. But see, Martha doesn't want it to open it up because she knows it's going to stink because he's been dead for 4 days. But Jesus assures her, and he prays this prayer: "Father, I thank you that you have heard me. I knew that you always hear me. But I said this for the benefit of the people standing here, that they may believe that you sent me." And with that, Lazarus walks out of the tomb. Now, the bad situation you find yourself in might not be as dramatic as having a loved one die and Jesus raising them back from the dead. Maybe you're having a tough time at school, or with your parents, or with your best friend. Maybe your situation is so bad you can't see anything good coming from it. But here's what you need to know. The same God that raised Lazarus from the dead is the same God that's with you. He can take your situation and turn it into something good. Now, it might not happen immediately. You may have to wait. The Bible says in Romans 8:28, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose." And that simply means that over the course of your life, you're going to have important events happen that might seem bad. But if you put your trust in God, he can turn those events into something that will grow you closer to him. So in bad situations, like the one Lazarus found himself in, and in good situations, all things work to draw you closer to God.